how your mindset is coming into this fight and how camp went?
Yeah, it went great. The mindset and the confidence comes from your training, and yeah, I've done everything I can to prepare for this fight, and yeah, that's it. All the boxes ticked, and yeah, feeling good. You know, it's the better man winning the night. That's it.
All right, thank you.
Mike Pendleton.
Hey, Ciaran, I know we just recently spoke, but now that you're in Belfast, it's fight week. Uh, can you talk a little bit about those differences now that you're not waking up in your own bed and, it's a little different location this time for you?
Ah man, it's exciting. You know, I've trust me, I've done everything to make it feel like home. Brought me pillow and everything, so don't worry about that. But yeah, no, it's all exciting. It's all new gloves, new fight kit. Seeing some new faces, the way they do things a little bit differently. It's just all exciting. It's all yeah. It's just I suppose a freshness to it for me. So. And yeah, getting free gear and it's great, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to get the weighing done tomorrow, and it's Christmas Day, man. That's it. It's I'm buzzing for it. I can't wait.
I know plenty of people are excited in the arena for you. When the training room is filled with guys on this card and everyone's competing at a high level, what does that do for you coming into fight week?
Yeah, it's brilliant, man. And like, you're surrounded by all the top, some of the top fighters in the world. You know what I mean? Lads who are fighting for world titles. And you've the top contenders and yeah, just to be surrounded with these. But to be honest, like as you know, I've eight fights at Bellator, so I mean it's been like that from the start. So, and again, like that, brushing off shoulders with certain lads and been around certain coaches, and then obviously having my own coach John here and Dave, and my brother Darrell, and it's just we've just become part of the furniture here with the Bellator shows, in Ireland. So it's great to be here in Belfast, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
J.L. Curvin.
Sure. I know you just touched on the culture of the gym. I'm just curious, if you could keep touching on that. Just when you walk into SPG, what makes that gym culture special? What do you feel like is unique about your gym?
I think it's the training environment John has created, and then you know, with Dave coming in then as well, I think it's really, yeah, I just think, it's really brought a lot of, what would you say, outsiders or not that. We'd be very welcoming gym to, a lot of guys coming all over from Europe and the world even, so there's recently just trained a fella from Australia, and plenty of Italians, people off from all over Europe, strong Moldovan community. Yeah, there's just plenty of lads, plenty of bodies always calling in, from UFC, the PFL, the Bellator vets, world champions, I mean, from all over the world. So that environment John has created has, made it welcome for people to come in a safe area to train. That you're going to get hard rounds and you're going to improve. And yeah, that's what I think is the difference. I think a lot of other gyms is just, I think it's just bodies. I think these big gyms is just really bodies. I think that's the attraction. But I actually think it's the training environment for us. That's the attraction for us.
Absolutely. And then when you start off 8-0, obviously things are going well for you. But how hard would you say you are on yourself? Like when you look back at your performances, what do you see from yourself and how do you feel about your own development right now?
Yeah, like it's actually funny. We brought up having a conversation recently, and it's like the better you get, the worse you know you are. You know the way, and that for me is my mindset. Like the better I'm getting, I'm the close. You know, on this streak now at the minute. I just feel like it's like anything. The more if you black belts feel like white belts, and that's how I feel. It's just like I'm constantly critiquing myself, and I'm never complacent, and there's always areas to improve, and as well that comes with just having my mindset as I'm 0-0. This fight I'm undefeated, yeah, but it's 0-0 because I know after this, if it's a loss, it's like it's another way this game goes. I've lost many times amateurs, so the way I look at it is, regardless of records, results, it's just keep getting better, keep striving forward, keep climbing the ranks, keep yeah, as I said, just keep getting better, and I'm enjoying it, so which is the main thing, you know.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Peter Ackingbo.
Yeah, so you are currently the only undefeated. Speaking about you being undefeated, you're the only undefeated fighter on the card for the fight on Friday. And I wanted to ask, do you feel a certain pressure for the fight? Do you feel a certain pressure for to keep that record and to maintain that record and to as the only undefeated boxer to come up and show something special against your opponent when the fight comes?
Yes and no. Like I mean, like I said, my mindset is just 0-0. You know, it's just a fight, like, you know, and that's to be won or lost. That one that's in front of me, regardless of the 8 lads to be, and regardless of the 8 lads that's ahead of me. You know, it's like this is the fight I'm focusing on. You know, and that's all I can do. And yeah, that's my mentality. You know what I mean? I think if I look too far ahead and I want to be here, I want to be there, I want to fight this lad, I'm forgetting about the man in front of me, which is on Friday. So, and that's just the way I keep it. You know, it's great to be undefeated. And always the only undefeated fighter in the card. And yeah, it's a in this game to be undefeated. It's a big thing, but it does come at a cost. You know, I've literally, you know, like I said, I was talking about, you know, the better you get, the more you feel, like how bad you are, and the more you need to improve, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? It's complete obsession. It's just been, you know, it's very hard to switch off, and again, that comes at a cost, you know. And but look, like I said, regardless of results, it's getting better and hopefully then Friday, please God, it'll pay dividends, you know.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Jay Anderson.
Thanks very much. And when we talk about the 8-0 record as a pro, all of those fights have come for Bellator, and obviously last year the promotion goes up for sale. There's that uncertainty, and then the PFL buys them, and now you've got Bellator Champion Series, PFL Europe, and of course PFL Global as well. So just talk to me about going through that period, and then now does it feel kind of like an era of opportunity with all these different branches possibly available?
Oh, big time. I've mentioned that recently, and it's like there's two avenues now, you know. You know, it's like I can, you know, pursue maybe whether it be a tournament to work towards, or the only thing I would say is a little bit less. It's a little bit limbo with Bellator as far as, you know, it's the Champion Series. There's no rankings, you know. So, but we still obviously see the title fights that are going ahead and stuff. So, again, I don't know where you know, I'd have to be in a position where I'm good enough to be considered for these things. But yeah, that's it. It's just focus on each fight. If I keep winning, then, you know, the Bellator, I've never turned down a fight. If they tell me you know, it's X person next, it's like, yeah, I'm not building a record against anyone. I'm here in Bellator, like I said. I started with them. I'm 8-0, please God be 9, and that's it. I'm here now. I'm here to fight the best that they have. I've said yes to everybody, and yeah, the opponent on Friday taken very serious, and that's it.
Understood. And just a quick follow-up, you mentioned the rankings there, and are rankings a good yardstick for you personally? I know a lot of people are critical of them sometimes, and they did go away from the website, but did you like having them just to see where you were?
I don't really care about the rankings. It's kind of more, you know, it's more kind of you guys actually where you use it kind of put us, if that makes sense. Because reason being, like, when I losing fights, even like Monday morning comes, I would, you know, or, you know, whenever, say, please God, all going well, I was back to gym Monday. Like, it's funny because, like, when I lose, it's just like, well done, fist bump. My man that's I'm training with, he's a fight next week, or I'm helping him prepare. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, and like, we know how good we are, you know what I mean? We don't need, you know, results or wins or losses to determine it. Of course, that's what this game's all about. It's records and on the night, how good you are. But I think if you kind of put on a pedestal, like, you know, this kind of big event, that's where you crumble, you know, and the nerves get to you. So, like, that's it, like, you know, and I think, you know, I know how good I am. I'll just fight whoever they put in front of me, and then if that means it's a tournament ahead of me, or if it's a title, or what, or if it's a guy that was ranked before, or that's the way I take it, and I'll be taking that. Don't worry.
All right, well, best of luck in the fight. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Dylan Rush.
What's up, man? You spoke a little bit about it just now, but on that note, you spoke earlier this week about doing what you can to become the best version of yourself, as opposed to comparing yourself to others. How do you feel that mindset helps you throughout training camp when preparing for a fight?
Oh, it's major. Like it's like I said, I've just been completely. It's been very, very hard to switch off. Like I said, being 8-0 and regardless, this sport and its own, it comes at a cost, and to a lot of people around you. I feel like everybody around me has suffered in a way. I mean, it's like because everything's revolving around me, and you have to be so selfish. You know, I've honestly the last 11 weeks I really feel I haven't been present with my girlfriend, with my family. You know, it's tough. Like, you know what I mean, that's the cost. You know what I mean, and unfortunately, you know, for them, I'm willing to take that, and it's very selfish. You know, but like I said, please God, now on Friday, and regardless of results, like I said, I've just gotten completely obsessed, and it's been hard to switch off. So like on the back end of that, then you're getting better, you know. So I'm looking forward to a bit of time off, definitely after. Now when I say time off, it'll probably be a week or something. It'll be just straight back in. But like definitely, like I said, just catch up with family and my partner and that, you know, Lauren and things like that, just to rejuvenate and just to recharge the batteries and then yeah. Just to mention, I've seen that they, you know, announced a card in September in San Diego. I've been calling for how long. I'd love to get out of Ireland and I'd love to get abroad. And they've won in London, so either one of them lads, I'd love to get on. I know they had my visa in process after the last fight, but with the changeover of the sale and stuff, I think that was postponed. But like I said, please God, get winning 9-0 on Friday. I'd love to come over to the States to you lads, and sure I might even see you there myself, Dylan.
I'm sure the fans would love to see you in San Diego. But on that note, you talk about the obsession, the cost. In an interview we did a few years back, you told me that you jumped into an MMA gym at 15 years of age. You started getting up early in the morning and running before school, and it completely changed your outlook on life. I want to hear a little bit more about that. How has MMA altered your perspective on things, and would you say this sport has molded you into the man you are today?
Oh, 100%. You know, like I said, back then I didn't have much direction. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Not any 15-year-old knows what they want to do, but like there wasn't like I didn't have a family that had a business, or you know there was certain things to get into, or you know my dad was a carpenter, or he was this or was that. It was none of that, like, you know. So I didn't have that, like, you know what I mean, me, any of my family, you know. So it was just like as long as you're doing all right and making ends meet. But next to there, I go to a gym at 15 and the characters I'm surrounding myself with, and they're the lads I want to be like, not the lads in the estate or like, you know, acting the maggot in school, or do you know what I mean? They're the lads I want to be like, and surrounding myself with them type of people. And that was it then. That was the change for me. Then molded me into the man I am today, and I really feel God put me in that direction for that reason. That's been my calling. And even when I was young and all, I was always into art and stuff, and I'm a mixed martial artist now, you know. And it's funny, like, cause like I always like doing things like, you know, like that. There's many ways to paint a picture, and this is what I'm going to go in and paint on Friday. And it's my way to win. There's so many ways to win, so many ways to lose, and there's so many ways to prepare and stuff. But I feel how I'm preparing and how I'm doing this is the right thing, and of course keep improving on that. But yeah, ticked every box, and really looking forward to Friday.
Definitely, man. And then last one for me, you're a fan favorite in Ireland. Your supporters alone fill a section of the arena at your fights. But if you could have two celebrities sit cage side at one of your fights, who would you rather have? The Diaz brothers or the Brothers of Destruction?
Oh, that's tough. That's a good question. Um, I'm gonna. That's funny. That's like two parts of my life. You know, my brothers sitting there, and like the first half of my life was the Brothers of Destruction, and then the second half would have been the Diaz brothers. You know, and actually it's funny. Like me and my brothers only 2 years apart, 2 years apart, and like growing up, like as kids, we would have been like the Brothers of Destruction, and you know, as kids watching the movie, and then doing the MMA was the Diaz brothers. So that's a really hard one. I'm just gonna say either or, you know, but yeah, I think maybe the Diaz brothers, just because, you know, they've been in there and done that, and of course not to take anything away from the two boys, Kane and Undertaker, but yeah, the Diaz brothers, they're the men, like.
Thank you, man. Good luck this weekend, this Friday.
Thanks.
Last question goes to Santiago Santesh.
Hi, Ciaran. Thank you for the time. Your coach Kavanaugh was on the MMA Hour on Monday, and Ariel asked him whether he thought it was a good thing or a bad thing that PFL absorbed Bellator. And Coach Kavanaugh was actually quite positive. He was like, I think it's a good thing because one of my guys from PFL now got a fight in Bellator. What is your opinion about it?
Yeah, I think it's look, the more the merrier, and the more fighters that on the roster, the more opportunities. You got ESPN involved, the Zone. We're branching out into different areas, different countries, different continents. You've seen they're over in Saudi Arabia, fighter against fighter again like that. I think it's just a novelty at the minute. We will all be PFL, but it's just brilliant for the next 2 years. Like the serious opportunities, and yeah, look, it just brings a freshness to me, and I'm really looking forward to new gloves, new fight kit, new cage, new things. The way that I'm really excited and like that. Me personally, I think the tournaments are a great idea. I really are in favor of them. It gives you a schedule. You have your off season. You get better. You can, where it's you have 3 fights or 4 fights to win. And yeah, I just love that. I compete at amateur and I fought consecutively and for 3 days, 4 days, or whatever the case would be. You weigh in every day, you fight every day, and that was probably the happiest times in this sport. Believe it or not, like not sold out arenas. It was actually fighting every day, not knowing your opponent, just waking up, bit of breakfast after weighing in, and then going in and fighting, and then different countries. Just class. I really enjoyed it. So like I said, that was that part of my life, and now it's this, and hopefully I can get abroad now soon and yeah, spread the wings.
One last question for me. Bellator is giving you this slow grind, and you've been fighting for Bellator for a while, a lot of fights. They did it with Usman Nurmagomedov, Patchy Mix, 2 guys that come up to me, and they're kind of doing it with you as well. When do you think they're gonna give you that step up, that bigger name, that ranked fighter? Do you think it will come this year, Ciaran?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I said, if I beat this guy on Friday, I want that. I think, I think I'm there now. I think, yeah, don't get me wrong, they've like that to make it doing the slow grind with me, but I know, like I said, I don't need any opponent or any result to even know that I'm there, that's kind of just, it comes with the fights, but definitely I'd love if whether it be, an X-ranked opponent or something that'll get me in them lines that like gets me to that upper, because at the minute, like I'm giving up my say, and not that I care, but like I'm giving up this kind of, I'm the guy to beat nearly, I want to go into a fight and like be like, I want to take, that off you, or, and I really feel when that is that case, I actually perform better, so whereas when lads are kind of trying to take, say, the undefeated record or whatever, the momentum I'm on, I think, it's different, but when I want to be that guy to maybe take a win off ex top 10 of ranked fighter or whatever the case may be,
He says he's not the best
Yeah. Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on Fight Night, sir.
Thanks a million.